What's good, Box Lounge? This your boy making a quick video. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible because I'm going off the top of my head with some of this shit. So if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But I'm about to bust some heads with some resume shit real quick. Since guys want to act like dudes ain't done shit and all that, acting like it matters. It does matter, but I'm about to break this shit down real quick. With Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, because quite frankly, I like both guys. But I don't understand how everybody's shitting on Terrence Crawford all of a sudden just to uplift Errol Spence Jr. when he hasn't done half as much as Terrence Crawford has in the sport of boxing, period. So let me go ahead and break this shit down. I'm going to start with Errol Spence first. I'm going to just go out for some of his notable names or the names that's familiar with people. Errol Spence got 24 wins with 21 knockouts. Let's see who he fought. He fought Phil LaGreco, Samuel Vargas, or whatever Samuel it was that fucking Amir Khan just fought. Amir Khan fought the same guy. But when the guys like Amir Khan and Danny Garcia fight him, there was bums and shit, right? But Errol Spence fought this guy already. He wasn't a bum. You know what I'm saying? He was just a good guy for Errol Spence on the come up. You know, I forgot what Errol Spence, when he stopped this dude. But Amir Khan went tooth and nail with the guy. Then we got Phil LaGreco. Amir Khan fought him too. Stopped him a lot sooner than Spence did. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Leonard Bundu, a real small guy. He gave Keith Thurman a little bit of trouble. Just a little bit. Not much, but just, you know, he was an awkward fighter. Errol Spence destroys the dude. So that was definitely a good win for an upcoming fighter prospect. Because that's what Spence was at the time, pretty much a prospect. Who else? Chris Algieri, a guy they thrown to the wolves, a former kickboxer that they just thrown to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Used and abused. A bona fide 140-pounder. They fought at 147. Got destroyed by Errol Spence. It was just a total mismatch. You can't even really say. But this was the guy that Spence said that's better than anybody, that could beat anybody on Crawford's resume. That was the guy. I can't believe he said that, honestly. Who else we got? Lamont Peterson. He by the time Spence fought him, man, let's just be real. I like Lamont Peterson. He was washed up, man. He was done. He was pretty much done. He literally he had used no lateral movement. Nothing. He just stood right in front of Errol Spence. He stood right in front of a power puncher. You know what I'm saying? And eventually got stopped. It was absolutely the worst game plan I ever seen, ever. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do. I don't understand what Lamont was doing in that fight. That shit was crazy to me. Who else? Kell Brook, who was arguably his best win, and it was his toughest fight. I learned a lot about Errol Spence in that fight. A lot more than his fans, his fanboys, and everybody else would like to admit. Errol Spence went tooth and nail with Kell Brook for about when that shit get stopped? About 10 rounds or so. Went about 10 rounds or something. Kell Brook gave him all he could handle. Now, mind you, this Kell Brook was a guy that was coming off a knockout loss to Golovkin, a surgery on his orbitals. You know what I'm saying? He had broken orbitals and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to talk about guys with one leg, well, Kell Brook got stabbed in his leg, and he had one eye. And he gave Errol Spence all he could handle in that fight. Honestly, I learned a lot about Errol Spence in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I was happy my boy won. He went out there and won. It was a tough fight, but it wasn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? He kind of brawled with Kell Brook for the victory. You know what I'm saying? He used his jab in spots, but he mostly brawled in that fight. And he showed a lot of holes in his game. A lot of holes. I'm not about to go into all that, though. But he basically toughed it out. Kell Brook's eye pretty much got swollen. And that's pretty much what was downhill from there for Kell Brook. But Kell Brook was definitely in that fight the whole time, pushing him back. Had him wobbled a couple of times and everything. Like, it was crazy. I was quiet as fuck watching that fight because I thought Errol Spence was going to lose, man. I was like, oh, no. But he toughed it out. He got the win in Sheffield, so that was a good win for him. But really, who is Kell Brook? Kell Brook, he ain't really fought no damn body though. You know what I'm saying? Like Kell Brook been in welterweight for a long time. And he ain't fought nobody for years. He's been in the UK, padding his record up. And that's what happens when you step up. You finally, you don't level up fighting all kinds of, constantly fighting overmatched opponents. You just don't level up. You don't get better. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I feel that if Kell Brook wasn't damaged from the Golovkin fight, he might have beat Errol Spence, man. That's just the honest truth. I feel he could have beat Errol Spence if he wasn't damaged already. He probably was just too intimidated by Spence because of the little hype behind him, like all these other welterweights are scared of him. But that's that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got Ocampos. He was undefeated, but arguably a domestic Mexican fighter who never fought outside Mexico before. Never fought in the main event. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Got him out of there in the first round. You know what I'm saying? So that fight, you can't even really, that fight was really, it was a mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So he had to fight it. But that wasn't nothing to say that, nah, you can't really, nah. Dude never even fought outside of Mexico before, man. Now let's go to Terence Crawford real quick. He had a little bit more of an extensive resume. I'm going to try to break it down as quick as possible. We got British Prescott. I think Prescott, I think that was a short notice fight for Crawford. British Prescott was a bigger dude. Crawford stops him. I mean, beats his ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember if he stopped. Did he stop? I can't remember everything off the top of my head. But he beat his ass on short notice. You know what I'm saying? I do remember that. Who else we got? We got Thomas Delorme. Now, whether you want to say he's good or not, he just went to a majority draw with Jesse Vargas. The same Jesse Vargas went to a draw with Adrian Broner. The same Jesse Vargas gave Timothy Bradley a tough fight, almost knocked him out. The same Jesse Vargas fought Manny Pacquiao to a decision. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna do the triangle theories and shit right now. But he knocked him. He knocked out Thomas Delorme, who at that time was a bigger guy coming down to 140. Or was it 135? Anyways, he was coming down to weight to fight him. And Terence Crawford stops him. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I'm not about to name everybody off his resume. I'm going to just go off the names that's notable. Not no Deary John, nobody like that. Or Hank Lundy. Carlos Molina, bigger guy, tough. That was an easy win for him, though. Yurgis Gamboa, arguably his best opponent at the time. Gold medalist, heavy, fast hands, Cuban. What more do you want me to say? People like to say he was a smaller guy, but I think he was at that weight before Bud was. And if you look at Gamboa now, that motherfucker jacked. He's a fucking big-ass little a tank motherfucker. Like, he's big. Not like Tank Davis punk ass. I'm talking about like a solid dude, big. You know what I'm saying? He's big now. All right, we got Felix Diaz, another gold medalist, Dominican. His only loss was to Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson arguably got a gift in that fight. A lot of people felt Diaz won. Heavy hands, he could throw. He's a bigger guy than Crawford. He's just shorter, but he was big. Crawford just washed him. Just washed the guy. Gold medalist, washed him. A guy with an amateur background like that, he washed him. All right, who else we got? Victor Postal. A guy that everybody was somewhat fearing at the time. A guy that everybody said Bud was ducking. You know what I'm saying? This same guy knocked out the first guy, I believe, to stop Lucas Matisse. Broke his orbital, made him quit. You know what I'm saying? The same Lucas Matisse knocked out Lamont Peterson a lot quicker than Errol Spence. But that's neither here or there. You know what I'm saying? Victor Postal, Terence Crawford got in there and fucking had him stumbling all over the ring. Totally outclassed the guy. You know what I'm saying? Julius Ndongo, a wild card in boxing. You know what I'm saying? A guy from Namibia. You know what I'm saying? He was knocking motherfuckers out. He was knocking motherfuckers out. Julius Ndongo was going to other people's countries and knocking them out. He fought Terence Crawford and got crumbled within like the first, second round? Crawford crumbled the guy. You know what I'm saying? Body blow. Put him down for good. Became undisputed champion at 140. Who else we got? Jeff Horn. The man who beat Manny Pacquiao. The guy who the real life underdog. From Australia, a country that's not even really known for their good boxing. He went out there and beat Manny Pacquiao. Now, whether you think he won or not, Manny Pacquiao shouldn't even been struggling against a guy like Jeff Horn, but he did, and Jeff Horn got the W. Pacquiao didn't even want a rematch with this guy. Terence Crawford fought the guy and washed him, completely destroyed him, moved up in weight, first fight at that weight, a bigger welterweight, a rugged guy with no real set patterns, and Crawford destroyed him. You know what I'm saying? Crawford destroyed this guy. But people downplayed that win out of nowhere. You know, I'm not about to get into all that. I'm trying to make this quick. Then we got Jose Benavidez. You know, a guy who everybody want to use a one-leg excuse. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have one leg a week leading up to the fight. He didn't have one leg then. He didn't have one leg until Terence Crawford knocked him out in the 12th round. The same Jose Benavidez is coming from a boxing family. His brother's box. He got over 400 amateur fights. You know what I'm saying? And he sparred with guys like Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan on his come up. Errol Spence. He sparred a lot of tough guys coming up. You know what I'm saying? He had some little problems outside the ring that kind of hindered his career a little bit. But he was supposed to be top ranked guy. You know what I'm saying? Over 400 amateur fights. And he was undefeated as a professional at 27-0 at the time when Terence Crawford fought him last week. Terence Crawford washes this guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Terence Crawford fought like how many undefeated fighters? Like 9 undefeated guys. You know what I'm saying? 2 gold medalists. You know what I'm saying? Overall, his resume is just better. You can't really just sit here and say, Errol Spence's resume is better because it's really not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just being biased. It's not. If you look at the body of work and look at if you compare the resumes on BoxRec side by side, Terence Crawford has a lot more guys on there with winning records and shit. You know what I'm saying? Winning records and shit. But this is like my last video. I'm tired of talking about the Errol Spence Terence Crawford thing. Both of them dudes are having a pissing contest right now with the egos and shit. Terence Crawford said he wants to fight everybody, which universally means everybody. And Errol Spence, he's saying he got guys on his side of the street. We really haven't heard much from him. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not liking what's going on with Errol Spence right now, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because he got guys that want to fight. He say he needs a fight, but the guys that want to fight him, he don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's just weird. But, man, that's pretty much all I got. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence's resume is not better than Terence Crawford's resume. Chris Algieri? Really? Come on, man. Like, are you kidding me? Just because the guys that Terence Crawford fight didn't have a big profile name don't mean they wasn't good fighters. He fought a lot of undefeated guys, and he fought some champions and some gold medalists and shit like that. Dudes with amateur backgrounds. He fought a lot of different styles. Errol Spence fought a lot of the same dude. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the same guy. But I don't know, man. In a fight between the two, this is like I said, I don't even want to talk about this fight no more until we hear more, till it gets closer to being made. But in a fight, I got Terence Crawford beating Errol Spence just because the wrinkles in his game. He has more wrinkles in his game. He has more things that he can do. He has a lot more looks he can give. He has faster feet, faster hands. Errol Spence, basically, I'm going to just say this. Errol Spence's textbook, and Terence Crawford, he has his own book. All right, y'all. Peace out.